So what I'm presenting is Frieren from Frieren Beyond Journey's End against Elaina from Wandering Witch: The Journey of Elaina. So both anime
Interesting.
series that premiered the last few years. Frieren originally a manga, Wandering Witch originally a light novel. Basic idea is Frieren is a millennia old elven mage who has spent most of her life wandering around the countryside, learning magic spells and basically doing whatever the hell she wants, but has recently had an epiphany about how little she knows about the people around her, and is now sort of striving to learn more about humanity and all the people she's met in her journey. Whereas Elaina is this young prodigy of a mage who is setting out on her journey and wants to kind of live up to the legacy of the mages from the books she used to read when she was a kid. So she's very young, ambitious, but is not really a hero and is more of an observer. Generally tries not to get involved in the conflicts of the people she meets, but instead observe them, learn more about them, and kind of weave them into this grand narrative she's trying to write about her own life.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and so I think there's a lot of thematic similarities in this matchup, in that Frieren and Elaina, both these white-haired, kind of young-looking female mages who are on wandering journeys all across the world. But also, I think there's some fun contrast between them, in that, of course, Frieren's very old, Elena's very young. Frieren is a very humble and lazy person. It's often noted that she cares little about her appearance and struggles to even get out of bed in the morning, whereas Elaina is a very ambitious and outgoing person. She's also very vain, cares a lot about her appearance and how other people perceive her. And uh, the aspect of Elaina is an adventurer who works with other people. She has parties, and what kind of inspired her to learn more about other people was the death of a human she was close to, who she realized she didn't learn very much about even while they were journeying together. Whereas Elaina usually only works alone. She tries not to get involved in the business of other people. There are recurring characters in her story, but they're not really a part of her party. They're just people she runs into repeatedly as she goes from place to place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, there's fun to be had in pairing up two magical characters against one another, and Death Battle has had a lot of fun matchups like that in the past. Like Scarlet Witch versus Zatanna was a fairly recent one. I always think there's a lot of creativity and fun that can be had in any animation that incorporates characters who have so much potential and freedom with what they can do.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
yeah, and just talk about something stuff Death Battle doesn't usually do is whenever anime is on Death Battle, it's usually shonen, right? It's stuff like Dragon Ball or Naruto. And I think there's some fun and interesting stuff to be had with shows that are not typically super concerned with the action, but then when they do it, they go very hard with it. Like Frieren in particular is a show that you wouldn't really think of as a shonen. It's a very down to earth, kind of lighthearted series, but it's very renowned for those rare bits of action whenever, she has
Mm,
to go all out against a superior threat.
gotcha. I have a quick question about Frieren because I've seen it pop off lately and people talking about it and everything like that. Was the manga from a while ago? And it's only now just gotten an anime series?
Frieren is a fairly recent manga in the grand scheme of things. It only began serialization in 2020, but of course the anime
Oh,
premiered at
really?
the end of 2023 and is now very beloved. And I'm glad you brought that up because that's also something I wanted to talk about, which is I know there's kind of an opportunity cost with a matchup like this. Like Frieren, is a very beloved and well-known anime. I believe it's still currently at the number one spot, top of all time on my anime list. And so any matchup Frieren is involved with is going to get eyes on it. And I've seen plenty of Frieren matchups that I love. I think Frieren versus Hohenheim from Full Metal Alchemist is a great one. Frieren versus
Mm.
Skips from regular show is hilarious to me. But Elaina, I know, is not the most popular character, Wandering Witch did not really retain much popularity after its anime ended back in 2020. So if she was going to be paired with anyone, it would have to be someone who would get eyes on it naturally, like Frieren.
Sure.
You know, like I would never expect Elaina to pop up in Death Battle unless it were up against a character like Frieren.
Right.
But that's just me talking about it
Interesting.
from
Okay,
more of
yeah,
the
yeah,
the
yeah.
analytical
Seriously.
side.
Every now and then we're down to just do the really obscure, but yeah, I hear
Oh
you.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I,
But to be honest, I'd never heard of Wandering Witch. I've
Same.
just been looking at the wiki article while you've been talking about it as well. And yeah, it 2016. It looks like the manga is still running, or the novels at least are still running.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, it's an ongoing series of light novels, but only received a 12 episode anime season back in 2020.
Mm.
oh, I see. Okay, it's both manga and light novels. Got it.
Yeah.
A bunch. Interesting.
So
Okay.
okay, so like I get, like some of the similarities and stuff like that, and also like the juxtaposition, but like is there like a specific like scene or thing that you would really want to see if we were to do this fight? Like some people are like, oh, I think the fight should start like this, or it should take place like in this, or they should interact like this. Is there anything that you've got in your head?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, well, the fun of this is that what's shown throughout Wandering Witch a lot is that Elaina is a very prideful person. She's a young prodigy and she thinks very highly of herself. Whereas Frieren is a character who does not invite a lot of, I guess, suspicion or people really thinking she's all that much. But whenever she does go all out, she curb stomps opponents that other people were struggling against. So,
Right.
to me,
Okay.
part of the fun of this matchup is like Elaina is a character who would go in very confident and very sure of herself and have to immediately adjust to the fact that Frieren is a far more powerful opponent than anybody thinks she is.
The personality
you.
clash kind of thing.
So like
Yeah.
she kind of doesn't take it seriously at first, and that frustrates her, the other one
The
until-
frustration,
yeah.
exactly, I think is
Yeah.
a big fun part because like a lot of the comedy in Wandering Witch comes from Elaina having her pride wounded and having to kind of work harder to prove herself and get annoyed at people who suddenly are looking down on her because she's failed at something she thought she was going to do easily.
Okay. I got it. Yeah, so you played that a lot. Like she's really got to work until Freer then takes it seriously, right? And then it
Yeah.
gets really hardcore.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's often how fights work in Frieren is the famous scene from the first few episodes where Frieren is fighting against the demon Aura. And Aura is this super powerful, like very smug mage, but then Frieren turns the tide on her like instantly, like with a snap of her fingers. And it's a really cool scene, but there's a ton of comedy in that of like having the character who's so sure of herself suddenly just get brought down in an instant by someone she thought nothing of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. That's great. I mean, that's the whole theme for the fight. So
For sure. I got to catch up on Frieren because I'm way behind on it. But yeah, it would be. It makes a lot of sense, especially now, to explore Frieren as a character for a matchup, and having that like sort of witchy style fight would be very fun. Also, just noticed
Mage battle.
Elena's, English voice actress is Amber Lee Connors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
yeah,
That's fascinating. Would be she does some of our casting, so it'd be kind of funny if she's not able to do it. To have Amber cast
her own character.
Oh yeah, and the English
yeah,
dub
that's
for
funny.
Wandering Witch is fantastic. I'll say that much. But yeah, I mean that's really. I guess one other thing I did want to note is that there is also not really something that would play into the fight, but just the fun fact that both of these characters are kind of noted for having love interests who are clearly infatuated with them, but both of them are kind of ignorant to it.
Oblivious to
Sure.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just
Classic shonen thing, but switched. Yeah.
so that's really all I had, but yeah, I mean, I love these characters and their respective series, and even if not exactly this, I would love to see Frieren in Death Battle, or
For sure.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Thank you for taking the time to educate us on on this for sure. Because I've seen Frieren a lot. Like, man, we were at Comic Con recently, and like, there's so much Frieren like merch and stuff like all over. And I was like, man, we should look into that.
Interestingly, they are both, according to Wikipedia at least, classified as shonen series. But I wouldn't have guessed that by just looking at them.
No, really.
It's fascinating.
yeah, it's not like something that would immediately jump out at you, but
Yeah. So, which is impressive for Frieren's like popularity, right? Like that it managed to work out so well.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, cool. Yeah. Fun idea.
All right.
That's super interesting.
Well, thanks guys for talking with me. Won't keep you any longer, and hope you enjoyed this. And good luck with the rest of the pitches.
Very punctual at the time.
I know, right? That was
was great.
But yeah, no, it's been great talking with you. And again, thank you so much for your support.
Absolutely. I've been watching you guys since I was a kid. Like, I had to give you something for all the entertainment you've given me over the years.
And I age. No, it's like, but no, really, like, Ben and I have loved getting on these calls and getting to hear everyone's perspectives and insights and stuff. And so this is really cool. Thank you for taking the time to put your thoughts together and to share it with us.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.